Tyreek Hill said he's going to play. I mean, we'll see if he still has knees in 4 years.
He's got to outrun his child support payments in order to really take it. But when a Russian wound up winning, like, didn't play the national anthem, was it like, I had the tiger? What did they go with?
Solo synchronized swimming.
So what do they synchronize to?
Exactly.
Yeah. So how do you synchronize?
Dude out there
You're
just giving it his all.
Gentlemen,
friends.
Olympics are here.
Oh, I love the Olympics.
Cheers. Oh, guys, it's that time. Opening ceremonies are here. Welcome to the Juice Boy Show. Three Brothers in Law, so stupid. So stupid. They started a weekly sports podcast. Too stupid to stop. After 51, we celebrated the 50th episode last week. Thank you for celebrating with us. We are growing. We're having so much fun. We love our Juice Junkie community. Ever growing. We're just having the time of our lives. I can't believe, for all that doesn't know, we're in-laws, so that means we married sisters. I feel like people may not.
Yeah, do we still do introductions?
I think we need to. We're getting so many new listeners every single week. They have to know who we are.
Okay, Joe, who are you?
My name is the Sultan of Sift.
Okay. Moving on. Chris, who are you?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Damn,
Dr.
We got to work on
Mr. Pulp. Yeah.
We'll work on this, boys. Yeah, everyone come back for episode 52.
He's the third turd. You're the third.
I'm the third turd, Cody. We really tighten next week. Whenever you're listening, however you're listening, wherever you listen, we thank you so much. Shows drop every Friday. Be sure to follow on Instagram, YouTube, and Tickety Talk. We post a bunch of amazing fun sports memories, sports content, sports videos, show clips where you get to see our ugly noggins. Anything on the story. We'll just have a lot of fun over there on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, so be sure to follow. The show's blown up like the Paris Olympics, guys. We've made it. We have arrived.
It is here.
Oh, I can't believe it. Our favorite time of the year. This whole episode is focused around, like we said, the Paris Summer Olympics. They have kicked off. We are off and running. But first, the most important thing in the world, what alcoholic beverage are we consuming to celebrate the Summer Olympics being back in our lives? Christopher.
Boys, I'm just going with the standard. I got a little bullet on the rocks.
Hey,
we were digging deep on that a couple weeks ago at your place. Found myself a bottle waiting for me when I got home. And
reliable, dude. Reliable.
Just go back to the tap. Keep it going.
Joey, can you beat the bullet on the rocks?
No. I can't.
Well,
but I had a great time in Wilmington last week. I was in summer vibes. So I'm drinking what they actually presented to me in Mexico, and they said double X. And I was like, I know what a Dos Equis is. You can call it Dos Equis, and so I'm drinking a Dos Equis to keep my summer vibe going.
Because double X, actually.
I know, but you don't say double X. But
I just did.
They did. Mexicans did, yes. But stop it. So no, I've got that because I've got one more week of summer left until I go back to work.
Wow.
And then I've also got, because I was out of town since the last time we recorded, I still have some Gentleman Jack left because I wasn't here to drink. So I'm also sipping on
Congratulations on your self-restraint.
How was your trip, Joe, to your place?
Tell us all about it.
Good to see everybody out in Wilmington. Big shout out to Backspin Social, a great bar.
I need more details. Did you make your appearance fee and things like that? Like, how did?
Oh man, I saw so many
rip tapes.
So many stickers.
Yeah,
and it's so many stickers. Got a lot new Juice Junkies. So it's a great time out there. Love everybody out in Wilmington. Can't wait to go back.
Good for you. I'm glad you had some good time. Shout out to everyone out there. We love them so much.
Any issues on your flights home? You didn't fly back on a Boeing, missing a
no, actually, I got to go back. I got to have a layover in Minneapolis and see my buddy David and his new baby. So that was fantastic.
How's the baby?
Baby's excellent. The baby's healthy. He's getting big.
You managed to avoid Jordan Addison out on the roads, hopefully.
Emmett. Oh yeah, no, I was talking trash. Out there, but all in all, good trip. We're trying to get a sponsorship with Backspin Social coming here soon. Might be Juice Boy Show sponsored by Backspin Social.
Oh,
who knows, baby?
But wouldn't you know by the time you came back from the trip?
No,
if we got the deal.
No, because we haven't tested the market yet. I had all those new people. We got to see if they're going to listen. They can't listen yet. The show hasn't been dropped. Okay.
Oh, touche. All right. I'm also drinking a little bourbon with Chris. I had just a little sprinkle left. I thought I finished it last week, but I didn't. So, guys,
Congrats.
You guys know the deal. All Olympic specials today. We have a sports docket. We got a big potato, big tot of the day around. I'm pretty excited for this one for Olympic events. Also a fun sports stat of the day, Olympic style, guys. All right, guys, the opening ceremonies for the 2024 Summer Olympics will be on the day this episode drops. So we assume it's going to be the most lovely, amazing thing under the Eiffel Tower.
It should be really cool.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. So it's happening, hopefully, as you listen to this. You listen to us.
Please don't be the 10,000 drums in China that scared the living shit out of me in 2008.
I was just this like, day, I remember that.
Yeah. I was like the power of all of that choreography. Those people, and they were seamless. I was like, what can China do? And then they showed us what they can do when they had the catastrophe in the Winter Olympics when they had
cracked the whip.
When they had the Beijing Olympics on the side of nuclear silos. Oh, this is great. This is great, China.
What do we look?
You asked what they could do, and they're like, this.
We'll show you.
This is what we can do. What are we most looking forward in the Paris Olympics, my friends? I'm so excited. So much to talk about. Throughout the month-long events, we'll be talking about a lot of things, a lot of different tots and big potatoes. But let's get it started, guys. What are we most looking forward to?
All right, I think my biggest storyline thing I'm most looking forward to watching is the return of Simone Biles.
She's back
after that really sad collapse that we saw 3 years ago in Tokyo. Remember, they didn't do it in 2020. They did it in 2021. They still called it the 2020.
That's right.
They still called it the 2020 Olympics, but it was.
They just had way too good of a logo not to.
Yeah. And what a shame too, because they had it all set. It was going to be really good out there too. But then even when they tried to have spectators, it was still a shit show because it was still under some lockdowns, and it was just. But I mean, that could have been a really cool Olympics. I think Paris is going to do freaking outstanding. But Simone Biles, she got the yips. Let's see if she can come back from that. I mean, this is her chance to potentially pass Michael Phelps as the greatest Olympian of all time. I don't know if she can do that. I don't know if she's gonna be able to get as many golds in her last go around that Michael did. Remember Michael Phelps' last Olympics was incredible. Everybody was thinking he wasn't even gonna qualify and he was winning. It was just like, that was amazing. So I really want to see Simone Biles come out there and do well. It was sad to see that a couple of years ago, but she is still the best. She just won again at the World Championships, so she still is the best. So let's see if she can get some redemption and go out on top. That would be awesome.
I also do remember, I just have this vivid memory of watching, I think it was the marathon at the 2020 Olympics in Japan. And no spectators, no sound whatsoever. You just hear
there was no
clapping on the ground.
Forgot. Yeah.
And like the commentators are trying to come up with something to say, but it's like, it's a marathon. Like, they're not really doing much. They're kind of just jogging.
Here they are running again.
But we feel like we need to have something to say here. Meanwhile, you just hear, feet slapping against concrete for however goddamn long.
Oh, I'm excited for water polo because Flava Flav is endorsing the team. He's like the mascot for the water polo team.
He's still alive?
Hell yeah, he is.
Way to go, Flavor Flav.
And then also, I think Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg are back on it. At least Snoop Dogg is, as far as like commentating and giving. Yes,
he was like racing at the track trials, didn't he? Didn't he do like a 100-yard? Run?
Yeah, he's hilarious.
100-meter run. Like,
I'm gonna love it. Also, USA basketball, I'm very passionate about. I love following that. I remember the 2008 Beijing one. I woke up, I set an alarm at like 3 a.m. to watch the gold medal game. Ever since then, that was the Redeem team. I've always just been in love with it. Also, the beach volleyball court. Have you guys seen it?
No, hang on. No. Don't go past USA basketball just quite yet.
Have you seen the beach volleyball? Have you seen it? It's going to be next to the Eiffel Tower.
It's absolutely incredible. You know what's so amazing is like how many people watch beach volleyball. I mean, that they can have just that attention to that one stadium. They do that for every single Olympics, and they're always like the coolest spots. But this one right on the base of the Eiffel Tower is going to be freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But don't move on. Don't move on from USA basketball just yet. When we go back and we look at the 2020 Olympics, USA won handily in the medal count. 113 to 89 was the closest. And then Japan was third overall with 27 golds. All right, but still came in third. The USA has no real competition in terms of winning the medal count. I'm not convinced that they're going to win gold in basketball. I am not.
What?
I am not convinced so far.
That's
with this
squeeze
group
there,
and everybody is just saying, take this team or the Redeem team. Take that. It's like, no, the Redeem team had Kobe Bryant. he wasn't going to let that team lose. He wasn't going to let that team slack off.
He'll go
This
out there
team
and
is
drop 80 if he needs to.
He plowed into Pau Gasol, who was his best friend, to set a tone that this team was tough. Like you're not going to see LeBron's not going to do that crap. He's not going to do that. You know who will? Anthony Edwards will go straight into Rudy Gobert. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that because they're going to be on opposite teams. But I just don't think that this team has the actual ability. It has the star power. But you look at the teams that they're going against. These are teams. They almost lost to Australia the other day. They almost lost to amateurs in a scrimmage. All right, they are not looking good. Now I'm saying,
were they even trying though, or were they just rotating 5 players in, 5 players out?
That is a problem. You should be trying. You are the USA Olympic team. You should let.
But they won though. But they won by not trying.
Even come close. But don't not try. Don't not try. Come on, this is the time to go out there and dominate because the rest of the world is the best at basketball that they have ever been, ever.
Fair
and
point.
I think they really have a shot of losing some games in this tournament. And I mean, they'll probably still win gold because they are, like
you just said, you're talking about both sides your ass now.
No, I'm saying they probably will, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
What? You just
I'm actually
started
kind
this
of
argument
with
saying
Joey here. Like, I think that there's a possibility that they find themselves flat-footed and get knocked out by one of these teams to where you're right, there's a lot more international depth than has ever been in basketball. I don't know who that would be. I mean,
France, dude. You got Wemby
France is
and
legit.
Gobert. I mean, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, not a lot of paint
tough.
buckets going in with the America.
Yeah, France is legit. Obviously Jokic with Serbia, like he is capable of just willing obscene things into existence.
And the rest of the team has been practicing together. They are a team. They're not just a hodgepodge group of players that say they like each other. And it was like the Redeem team actually kind of ruined basketball because they got so tight that they started picking teams. So after the Redeem team, Ron and Bosch and Wade were like,
they all got together.
Let's team up. And then the super team started. But I don't know. I just don't see that happening. Kawhi Leonard already dropped. He's the worst superstar. He is the worst superstar
maybe of all time, dude.
Of all time.
Well, his injury,
his
knee wasn't back yet. Derek White is replacing it, but he knows his role.
Not Jaylen Brown?
Yeah,
What is this?
Not Bronny James. I know McCoy has lost sleep over that.
It was close. He was a close second on that.
1A and 1B.
Yeah, that's right.
Derek answered his phone just a hair quicker than Bronny.
The last USA team was not as talented as this one. I think these guys have the youngsters and the age. I think it's a good mix of them. Also, the funny thing is about these Olympics, or all the time, is everyone says, "Oh, there's so many NBA stars on all these teams." Do you know how many stars are on the USA team?
They're all.
Literally all of them are in the NBA, employed by the NBA, making millions.
That's honestly why, like, USA always has the edge. Is like the international depth is unlike it's ever been, but that's spread so thin across how many different rosters. I agree with you there. I also agree with Joey. I think France is probably the closest to kind of stacking the deck. Because is Wembanyama playing for France?
Oh, yeah. You didn't see that picture of them where he was kneeling down and Gobert was on his tippy toes, so it made Gobert look taller than him.
I did not.
That's so
Wemby and Gobert.
That's so Rudy Gobert.
Joel Embiid is on the roster. Old man LeBron, but Anthony Edwards. This is his Michael Jordan moment to take over the league.
It needs to be. I just don't know if they're going to
my team. I'm going to run it. Also, USA basketball. It's just do they turn it on? If they show up, they win the gold. If they half-ass, get selfish. I don't think they have the coaching staff to do that this time. I'm really excited to see them play. The women's team should also dominate there. Also, 3v3 basketball, guys. I keep forgetting about this. Jimmer Fredette's on that team.
Holy hell.
He's
how
35. Do you guys remember Jimmer Fredette?
Jimmer Fredette?
I do not.
He's leading.
From Brigham Young, dude, from BYU. He was electric.
Yeah.
Then he went to the pros, was in the pros for a couple of years. Then he went and dominated China. He was scoring like 40 points a game in China.
And this is our last Olympics without flag football. Holy shit, that's going to be electric.
That's going to be,
dude.
That's going to.
Who's going to beat it?
Tyreek Hill said he's going to play. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see if he still has knees in 4 years. But if
We'll
he
see.
does, that's not fair.
He's got to outrun
You know,
his
it's
child
just-
support payments in order to really make it. But that's fine. I appreciate that you believe in yourself.
Also,
Sean-
shout out
Sean Kemp
Tyreek
and
Hill.
Antonio-
Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill's wife is expecting with child number 12, and he just got a DNA test saying he had another kid out there. My man Tyreek.
Oh my God.
The new
He is-
Sean
he is-
Kemp.
He is Genghis Khan. He is not Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp. He is like, this guy's seed is stronger than any lab
Oh
that
my God.
has
Is
ever
it that
existed.
it's
He's just-
stronger, or is it just an accuracy through volume sort of situation?
He's shotgunning
regardless
it.
of whatever it is, man, Wilt Chamberlain didn't have
He's
as many
putting a
kids.
lot of it out there. I was asking
Yeah.
you to, kind of at what point in time do you have to start expressing a volume of the population in Miami as a percentage of relation to Tyreek Hill?
What's the number?
That's what I'm saying. Genghis Khan has 16 million direct descendants. So I mean, it's he's
That's
going to be.
seed.
We could be talking about the legacy.
Tyreek's going to be
of Tyreek
halfway
Hill
there in a
100
decade.
years. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Tyreek. Shout out. How do we get it? Oh, flag football. So excited for
Let's go flag football.
what else we got? We got badminton in there, handball, hockey. I don't know why hockey's on here.
What do you mean?
Field hockey?
Yeah, I think
What are
field
you
hockey. There you
talking-
go.
Field
Oh, okay.
hockey, yes.
Field hockey, surfing, squash, sport
Wait, what?
climbing. We
Wait,
got
hang on,
skateboarding.
hang
we got
on.
shooting.
You're going
Joey.
way
we
too
got
fast.
Sailing.
You're
We
going
got
way
it
too
all.
fast. What
Hey,
is
fellas.
squash? What is that? You just kept
You
on
don't know
talking. What is
squash? Racquetball.
What is it?
Racquetball.
Oh, it's racquetball.
Dum
Why is it
dum?
called squash?
That's
Because
the.
that's like international. It's like calling it soccer versus football.
That's an Olympic sport.
It
Also,
should be. That's
we said
an insane sport.
Oh yeah, dude. Sand volleyball we talked about, but men's volleyball, like on the court,
It's
they
so
will
fast.
take a head off.
Dude, it's insane.
They're like
terrifying.
6'9" with 40-inch
You're
verticals.
monsters.
Oh my! I get scared. So I'm actually very excited to watch that. And the sprinting's always my favorite. The relays, 4x1. Oh, I get juiced.
I'm excited to see this is going to piss off Mangroves Joe. Canada's basketball team looks good.
That's funny. 'cause
Okay.
they got their,
Are we
they just
going back
lost
to basketball?
USA?
Cool,
Are we
man.
going back to this bullshit?
Yeah, Canada's-
bronze.
Can we? All right, let's get
Canada.
back to America.
Yeah.
Let's
They
talk
got
about
SGA, Jamal Murray, Lou Dort. I hate Dylan Brooks, RJ Barrett. They're gonna be pretty good. I'm telling you, it's not just gonna be.
We'll give them the
easy.
bronze and we can call it
Yeah.
there. Any other thoughts on the openings?
No,
of the
fellas, like
Summer
we've
Olympics?
got more to talk about here.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we've got Noah Lyles, who is coming in as like probably one of the biggest names in up and coming American athletics. He's a sprinter. He's trying to go. So I don't know if he's competing for the 100 and the 200. I know he's at minimum competing for one. Sha'Carri Richardson is
She's
back.
She's thank
And
God.
she looks to be in spectacular shape. I mean, she is like
She looks better
ripped
than she did
beyond
4 years ago.
belief.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And then in addition to that, we haven't even mentioned Katie Ledecky, the next big
Oh, she's back, baby.
name in U.S. swimming. I mean, is U.S. swimming like becoming a dynasty?
Oh, of
Oh, it
course.
has been. No,
like-
no, they already have been. The whole thing is, yeah, there's not even a second.
I mean, it's
anyone
just
close.
like it's like Michael Phelps leaves, and then Katie Ledecky just walks in the door and is like, "Don't worry, I got this."
Don't
for
forget
the
Ryan
next.
Lochte in between them.
I'll-
Don't forget.
okay,
Ryan
congrats,
Lochte.
congrats,
The
Ryan.
biggest
Wherever you're
bitch.
listening from, whatever gutter you happen to be in, I hope you're doing well. But anyway, Katie Ledecky is legit and is like I feel like there's so many big names coming up and into the international eye for this Olympics. Like I'm really excited to see all of these big names. Some of them,
The next generation, really.
already. Yeah, Katie Ledecky's already obviously established
Ledecky's-
herself. Sha'Carri Richardson already established herself. Noah Lyles.
Sydney McLaughlin. Now she's Sydney McLaughlin. Levrone, whatever. I know she got married, good
Crushed
for her,
it.
but she's outstanding. Like, so we have a really good shot at taking down Jamaica in almost every one of these sprinting events,
Would be
which
nuts.
hasn't happened in a long time.
Jamaica's
Jamaica
always
has
just
dominated forever. And then the other big swimming standout that we have to watch out for from the men's side is Caleb Dressel. He's been around for a little while, so he's going to be the captain. He's coming in, but as you said, Noah Lyles is he might be the standout for the Olympics this year. People are,
I mean, he's expected to
really,
be.
really
And
excited.
he is the most egotistical person on the planet.
More than Ryan Lochte?
Really?
Oh man,
Ryan
I
Lochte,
love
big
it.
listener of the
I
show.
love it.
Love you. Come on the show. We'd love to have you. Love to talk with you. Over
Yeah.
under 39 and a half.
would.
We'll give you
Would
a
we?
night indoors,
Would we?
a free bowl of soup.
would.
What do we like to have him? Over under 39 and a half gold medals for Team US of A. What do you think? Over under that.
39.
Who's gonna take the under?
They had 39 the last Olympics.
I don't care. Who's gonna bet against the US on record? I'm taking the over. Give me the over.
Yeah, actually, in this moment, who's gonna have the balls? I'm taking the over,
Okay.
obviously.
I mean, France.
Joe.
Go, Joe.
Where was
Do it.
Where was France at last Olympics?
France's
Like, what was-
over under is 24 and a half.
Okay,
China's
so now
over
that-
under is 34 and a half.
See that now that's what I'm saying, because Japan, they came out like hot, right? France is projected at how many?
24 and a half over under.
So, which is crazy because they only scored 10 in the last Olympics. It's 10 gold medals.
double.
Okay. So
Wow.
last Olympics, Japan got 27. All right. The Olympics got the United States got 39. Whoever is the hosting nation will always rise to that occasion and get more.
Japan
So
is
I
not even
think-
on the top
That's what I'm saying.
14
So
list. Japan
That's what I'm
fell
saying.
off. Jeez.
If they fell off because it's not there anymore, United States is easily going to go over 40 medals, gold medals this time.
Let's go.
Easily.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, if they don't have Japan, like I don't see France, their athletes are maybe even if they double and get to 20, that's still 7 more medals left on the table between that and Japan's total last Olympics. So
Over French listeners, let us know what you got. If you got
I mean,
anything
real
there.
controversy here on the Juice Boys show is we all take the overs.
3 Americans taking
That's-
America.
And that's because unders are for cowards.
Let's go. Most gold medal odds. I mean, you can just take, United States minus 440 is the total.
Oh,
so you can take the over under or just are they going to win the most? Most medal odds, United States minus 1,100. Second is China plus 1,100. So
yeah, they were second in the last few Olympics actually, which makes sense because they have almost 3 billion people. So I mean, it's just
Yeah, they've got.
yeah.
they're good at ping pong. I'll give them the ping pong ones. But
Yeah, I'm sure they're extremely excited. You've given them
Have
permission.
you ever seen the actual table tennis ping pong?
It's awesome.
it's nuts.
fantastic.
It is absolutely
nutty.
electric. I mean, it's
Also-
just like this is why I love the Olympics. Is the only time I'm
Complete
ever going to watch
insanity.
these insane sports. You know, it's just oh my god.
Ireland's
Overwatch
over under
ping
is 2.5.
pong doubles in the Olympics.
What's
Give me-
Ireland
give me
winning?
ping pong doubles.
What is Ireland going to win?
4.
Drinking Guinness?
Ireland had 2 golds in the last Olympics, dude. All right.
This is where we get real pricky. We get real douchey. Like you ain't.
Take
you
a
ain't
guess.
winning
Take a
against
guess on
America.
what their golds were.
What, Ireland?
Steeplechase.
No, they can't.
Oh, great call.
Wasn't that from Ireland though?
How was that Irish?
Do you know that for sure?
Yeah, no, when I was doing my research, it was born of Ireland because they would run from town to town and they would tell where the town was by looking for the steeple of the chapel of the next town.
That's insane. Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't
they
think
didn't.
Irish people
cool.
could run.
Chris had an answer to that.
So-
I'm going to go with squash, dude. Let's go
You go
squash.
squash?
Let's go squash. Why not?
No, it makes total sense. Boxing. All right.
Okay,
So yeah,
that'll
bare
do.
knuckle,
That'll
baby.
do.
Kelly Harrington was the gold medal women's lightweight. You know, and then rowing. I don't know how that works, but they won the doubles. They won the doubles
Okay.
rowing. So yeah,
it.
but yeah, and then their bronze
Congrats, Ireland.
was men's welterweight boxing. So the Irish can fight.
Okay.
I didn't think we could run. So I just know that I know
Fight
we
and
can
fight.
row themselves away.
Yeah,
They can
we
fight.
can fight.
America.
I'm just excited for the crazy stuff. I'm just excited for the
America.
crazy, the weird things. You know, like I want to watch so much gymnastics. I never watched gymnastics. Rugby sevens is always electric. America has a pretty competitive team. We probably won't medal, but it'd be fun to watch those games. You know, and then my beloved equestrian. I can't wait to watch the
love horse
dressage.
dancing.
All right, the horse dancing and the dressage. I can't wait.
What about rhythmic gymnastics?
I
What
feel
the hell
like
is that?
I
Oh,
would
is that
like to
Will
see-
Ferrell in old school with the
I would
ribbon?
like to see Joey
Is it? I don't know.
compete in rhythmic gymnastics.
Oh, it is, Joey. Yes, it is.
yes, it is.
Little ribbon.
How much do you think a rhythmic gymnastic makes? Like, what's the?
Oh, $0.
Oh, you don't think anything on that?
There's no way that there's. Okay, so if you were in a regional rhythmic gymnastic competition, where are they getting?
Is that the YMCA?
Yeah,
Like,
where
where's
are
it
they
at?
getting their reward money from? If it's from the door, then you're not getting anything. All right, so it's just
Is
yeah.
it from the door?
The local 4-H actually donated a $25 gift card to IHOP.
Yeah,
If you're getting it at the door, you ain't getting it.
it's gonna be
All
tough.
right.
It's gonna be tough.
We're going to Google how much rhythmic gymnastic makes. We'll see you on the other side of this break, boys. Music break. All right, boys, we're so back. Happy Olympic month. We're so excited. Stay tuned for the next few episodes. We're doing a lot of different things, but Moron Mountain, squeeze of the week, most outlandish takes. I'm going to make a nominee for Moron Mountain, guys.
Yes. So we finally debate one.
You tell me. So we were talking about, Chris posed the question, is the USA swimming team a dynasty? Yes, it is. They have notched 257 golds, 579 totals at the summer games since it started in, it's like 1889 or something like that. Like the modern day Olympics was World War II, something like that. So USA has dominated swimming. So the nomination for Moron Mountain is going to a country. Oh, we're calling out a whole country. I'm nominating Australia to Moron Mountain.
What? Oh, how? They're
We've
great
had
swimmers.
listeners in Australia. You're running a huge risk to catch some Aussie
I'm
shit
calling
here.
it out. Australia.
Chet
They're
and Perth is going
second.
to be pissed.
They're second all time with 69 golds, 212 total medals in swimming. Say they're second place, not even close to old America. Our good friend here, what's her name? Kate Campbell. She had some words. She's trying to piss off the American swimming beast. Okay, I mean, Australia coming out on top of the world is one thing, but it's just so much sweeter beating America. She also said, the first night of competition, we did not have to hear the Star-Spangled Banner ring out through the stadium. I cannot tell you how happy that made me. If I hear that song again, it will be too soon. Bring on Paris. That's all I have to say to the U.S. Stop being sore losers.
Sore losers.
Australia and America have a swimming rivalry, I guess, recently. So I'm nominating Australia to fucking Moron Mountain. You're going to get the ass kicked out of you.
Sounds like Australia is just tired of looking at American asses as they hustle and bustle their way to a silver medal.
Yes. It looks like they're a little sick of it, which I understand.
Jealous, dude.
But that's
I
like,
love
you
the
can
shit
tell.
talk. Dude, this is my favorite thing about the Olympics. Somebody that I've never heard of, I fucking hate you now. like for no other reason that you're just talking.
Yeah, you are my.
I love it.
You are our enemy now.
Yeah, Michael Phelps came out and said, if someone said that to me, I would lose it. Okay, I would make them eat every word they just said about me. So now there's
and that's why he's the
trash
best
talk
ever.
going back and forth here. But I would like to nominate the
Crushing
entire
12,000 calories a day.
Yes, I would like to nominate the entire country of Australia. They're gonna suck it as we swim by them. I'll be screaming at the TV rooting for them. So America.
Dude,
Joey, write it down in the
now
book
this is
so we
real.
can circle back around on this.
Write
We
it down
need to
in the
have
books.
this written down so that when America wins more gold medals in swimming, more gold medals or more medals total, McCoy? What are you going with?
All of
Who's
it.
going to get more? Who's going to get more swimming medals? Kate
America.
Campbell and
Katie Ledecky?
and Australia or Ledecky
Katie Ledecky, the
America?
swim team. I'm gonna go. Let's just go men, women, all swimming. They're talking shit. So let's go throw it at them.
Circle back in a few weeks and talk some more shit.
Suck my Bobby. Is that like a thing?
What is that? What's a
What?
Bobby?
Like I was saying it like an Australian, like shrimp.
What's
Bobby.
my Bob?
Oh.
Suck the Barbie? That's the Barbie's a
man.
barbecue
I feel like-
grill, dude.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I feel like
suck
we
on
were
that.
doing pretty
Yeah.
well with like talking shit, and then you just made us all faceplant with you because that was how bad that was.
Suck it, Australia. Go take your kangaroos and kick it in the water.
There it was. No, you brought it back
Kangaroos are
around. You
terrifying.
crushed it on that one. Way to go.
Yeah. That's why I'm nominating for more. Any disagreements? There's no debate on that, right?
No, I can't wait to
Absolutely
root
not.
against them now.
Don't talk shit on us. We're America. Also, we protect you more than any country in the world. If war were to break out, you're with us.
This is
I don't like them
completely
talking
different.
shit on
This
us.
is completely a different thing.
No,
They
Australia
owe us
helped
a great debt.
Australia helped us out a lot in World War II, man. Come
Australia is our friends anytime
They
it's
are our
not
friend.
the Olympics.
Yeah, but they need to know that we protect them. They need us more than we need them. So suck it, Australia. I'm bringing this into geopolitical terms now.
You're crushing it, buddy. Byron.
Chet
Gentlemen.
He's going to be pissed. He's going to be pissed.
Joey, if people want to submit their Moron Mountains or squeezes of the week as it pertains to the Olympics, how can they do so?
Friends, juice junkies, potential morons, you can submit your most outlandish sports take by emailing us at juiceboyshow@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram at juiceboyshow. 2 S's. Chase, how do you keep getting this wrong? And if it has the pulp, then we'll read it on the show. Chris.
Oh wow, that really you were really spicy through the middle and then smoothed it out right there at the end.
Thanks, buddy. Who's sponsoring today's show?
Today's episode of the Juice Boys Show is brought to you by the International Olympic Committee. We here at the IOC are excited to invite the Juice Junkie Nation to watch every last moment of the upcoming Paris Olympic Games.
Yes.
And we here at the IOC have also heard a lot of troubling things coming from your juicy hosts.
Oh,
especially you, Sultan of Sift Joey.
oh.
Because we here at the IOC proudly support taking boatloads of blood-covered cash to enrich yourself, just like old Third Turd McCoy. And sure,
check clears.
maybe it's a bit hypocritical for us all to punish athletes for doping while we all conduct our finances through the Swiss banking system. But we here at the IOC have always stood by the fact that if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Once again, just like old McCoy himself. The International
Damn right.
Olympic Committee, because fairness is for losers.
Also, didn't Russia get third? Or not Russia? I'm
No.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They got third or fourth, Joey, in the Winter Olympics?
The
or?
athletes from Russia, it was like the ROC,
The committee?
the Russian
Yeah.
Olympic Committee.
Yeah, that's
the athletes from Russia. Yeah. That was such a joke. Like you
What
can't be
fine print?
you can't be for your country, but you are still for your country. What?
Yeah.
What?
The
What?
IOC strikes again. That fine print bastards in Russia, they figured out we can kind of do it, boss. And Putin's like, fuck.
Yeah, I can't
There
remember
was
how did
so
they go
much
about
doping.
it. Like when a Russian wound up winning, like what did they like didn't play the national anthem? Was it like I Had the Tiger? What did they go with?
Damn. That'd be so awesome. I think they played the Olympic song, but the Olympic song isn't the John Williams one. Apparently, there's an actual Olympic anthem that is like a full orchestra, like that's like a long. It's not dum 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 dum. John Williams just made that up, and that's like what we played. But apparently, the real Olympics has like an actual anthem, and that's what they played for the ROC people when they won. I just don't know what it is. Yeah,
I Had the Tiger, the official
I Had the
song
Tiger
of
should
Should
be
have gone
it,
with
dude.
I Had the
the
Tiger.
Olympic
yeah.
Committee of Russia coming to you.
Yeah.
And Joey, what did you say? Potential morons?
Yeah, potential more.
All right, guys, our
Incipient
big-
morons.
Our big tot of the day, our big potato starchy fella. The boys did some digging into the history books. We're gonna go through our favorite,
love it.
most fun, most bizarre, most spectacular Olympic events that have either actually happened or it was in the testing category, where it actually go through official channels of certain competitions to potentially be an Olympic event. We found some really, really fun ones that you guys.
Oh,
it's gonna be
yes.
really tough to believe. Joey, Chris started last week. You want to start us off, my friend? What'd you find in the old
You
history
know,
books?
I'd love to start this time because going through the Olympics, when you said earlier that the first like modern Olympics was, like arguably I think it was 1936 in Berlin.
Yes,
It was the
that's
first
right.
time that like the whole world was kind of industrialized and like was starting to build up, and that was when stupid ass Hitler was able to put his show on display. But if you look before that,
It's stuck though, which is weird.
I know, it
It's
was
like
fucking-
isn't that
yeah.
a weird thing
It
that
was
no one wants to
horrible.
talk about?
I know, and now they still continue that idea of awarding like the new up and coming people with
Yeah.
like fucking China's got it twice. Russia got it. Like what the hell? Qatar got the World Cup. Like what the hell
That's
is this
right.
shit?
Couldn't
All right,
sell
but-
beer, remember?
Yeah. So I'm going back to the 1900 Paris Olympics. That was some wacky ass shit in that
Hell yeah.
Olympics. They did
Talk
some
about it.
absolutely bizarre
Tell us
events.
about it.
All right. And my favorite one was that shooting has always been an Olympic sport, but 1900 Paris was the only time they used live animals
Oh my god.
Wait, really?
as their targets.
Oh my god.
I didn't know that.
So now we have clay shooting, right? We have target shooting, which is
Okay,
actually
yeah.
really fun to watch.
Yeah.
There was that show Top Shot back in the History Channel. I loved it. But just seeing like competitive shooting is really fun. But they had live pigeon and deer hunting were actual Olympic sports. So they would trap these deer and they would trap
my
the
God.
pigeons and then let them out, and those were what you were shooting at. So they had actual competitions of live pigeon and deer shooting. So that was the only time they used live and real animals. God knows how many they went through. You know, but there are plenty more. So if you guys don't take them from 1900 Paris Olympics,
there are a lot.
Then we will come
got
back
at least
to that.
one honorable mention we got to get to.
We'll come back to that. So 1900 Paris Olympics was excellent.
Oh my gosh, Chris, go ahead and beat that.
We're sticking with guns. As soon as we came up with this potato, I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about. In 1908, they had wax bullet dueling.
Ah, they did.
They shot each other?
They shot each other.
They did?
They shot each other with wax bullets with these like elaborate whatever, protective suits on from 20 meters and 30 meters. So I was thinking about this.
That's insane.
Like, I think the three of us should bring this back.
I think we should.
So obviously I'm competing for America. Joey for his beloved Canada. McCoy for Saudi Arabia.
No.
I think we could bring this back and really make it a thing here, boys. You line up 20 meters from somebody, and you're just like, fuck that guy. I'm going to shoot him.
So they had dueling in the Olympics before. That was one of my 1900 ones, but they would pace it out and they would shoot a mannequin, and then they would judge the accuracy based on the paces.
That's what I thought he was going with. Okay.
I had no idea that they shot actual bullets.
It was upon a time they shot each other.
Bullets, but that is hilarious.
Oh, guys, I don't know if I could beat those. That's too.
It's amazing.
To start. One of you guys define synchronized swimming for me?
When you are all doing it at the same time, right?
Like multiple people synchronized.
Like a team. When you have a team of swimmers, and they're all out there doing the exact same actions at the same time.
Yeah, synchronized in movement. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I challenge that with solo synchronized swimming? Was an event.
So what do they synchronize to?
Wait,
exactly.
So how do you synchronize?
One dude out there just giving it his all.
No, that's it.
Why don't they call it swim dancing? I mean, you're out there. Like, that's what it is. You're out there.
Here's the thing. It took from it was an event from 84 to 92 before someone asked a question like, why is it called synchronized? Because it's just a guy in a pool dancing.
One dude out there who's really laying his heart out.
Just eye to the tiger, baby. It's just
Eye to the tiger comes back.
Is there male synchronized swimming?
I don't know. I think anyone can answer.
There's not.
Oh. You were confident in that, Christopher.
That was another one that I was looking at.
Oh, solo synchronized swimming. It was an event for close to a decade. So multiple events had solo synchronized swimming. I don't know what else to tell you. It's not synchronized. You're flapping in a pool.
So there is men's synchronized swimming at the World Championships, but not in the Olympics. Oh, wait a second.
Very sexy.
In Paris, 2024 is the first time that men will have Olympic synchronized
We did it. We did it.
Yet another thing we should compete in.
We should do it. We've been campaigning all these years to get that event, and it worked.
We did it.
Great first round, fellas.
Solo synchronized swimming. That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's not real.
You're just flapping in the pool. Joseph, that's a great first round, guys. Beat that for the second round.
So for my next pick, I think one of the most hilarious ones that I think every single kid growing up does, but I can't qualify for this because these records are hilarious, but this was an actual event for several times. Plunge for distance.
Oh,
Plunge for distance. All right. So it's not how long that you can be underwater. It's as long as your head is underwater and not breathing and not like moving your limbs. All right. So the distance required, like plunging, the swimmers, they would dive off a platform into the water and travel as far as they could in 60 seconds without moving their limbs. Oh, okay. So it was just, I think it must have been a sprint, and then you just go under and you can't move underwater. So it was just people floating in a pool and just measuring out as far as they possibly can go without moving. Now the record was 19 meters. I mean, that's
Seems like a lot.
That's pretty freaking far. For not moving. All right, so that's what a bizarre event. You jump into a pool and see how far you can go, just head underwater. But how did they hear the timer go off? It's as far as they could go in 60 seconds.
They fired wax bullets at them.
So the 19 meters. That's far. That's a decent pass in the NFL that you are just floating and not dying. Plunge for distance, floating in a pool. There we go.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Guys, can I go ahead and be an old man yelling at people on my lawn about a present?
Please.
Event?
Please do.
Let's talk about race walking.
Speed walking?
Yeah. Race walking is not a legitimate thing. Race walking
right now, though?
Yeah, that is
it is.
That's a current event, and it brings up to mind for me, like, you guys remember a couple of years ago when there was like that scandal in college athletics of all of these kids getting scholarships because their rich ass parents were just like making things up.
Full House lady
that they had,
Full House
they had like competed in and whatnot. This
Uncle
feels
Jesse's
like
wife.
exactly that joke that has now gone on for like 100 years. Like, race walking is not a thing.
You can't. Your
everybody
heels cannot.
Everyone's walking like they've got the Taco Bell poops, and there's one single toilet. Like, it's garbage. It's a trash event.
What's the rule? Well, your heel can't come one.
I'll tell you. It's harder than it sounds. All right. So when I was a firefighter, we did this thing
something
called,
being hard and something being a worthwhile Olympic event is a very different thing.
But for us to qualify to be wildland firefighters, do this thing called the pack test, where you had to walk 3 miles in under 45 minutes with a 45-pound vest on. And if they caught you like jogging or anything, you were disqualified. You had to have 1 foot on the ground at all times. So I was just like power stomping for 3 miles, and it's harder than it sounds. But however, the fad of the 90s house moms should not be an Olympic sport. All right. So it's just like that should not be a thing. Yeah. It's called jogging or yogging. It might be a soft J. It might be a soft J, but apparently it's sweeping the nation.
Speed walking. What's it called? Race walking. I'm so sorry.
Whatever it is. Whatever you want to call it. It's poop walking.
That's what it is.
You got to.
They should sponsor it. Really.
Oh God.
I guess I'll bring us home, my friends. This is kind of badass, but why did tug of war get removed from the Olympics?
Dude, I'm with you there. That's
Don't you want to see what country is the strongest?
That would be incredible.
Dude.
Like, that was an Olympics, like original Olympic sport by the Greeks. They used to do that.
Yeah.
And like, why not?
Why would you get
incredible?
It was revived a few times in St. Louis in 1904. The Olympic, we had 3 teams go, and we took the whole podium.
Awesome.
And then I think Great Britain did that later on, like 1912, and then 1920 they got rid of it to clean up the Olympics. But just like you send your strongest, we'll send our strongest.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the biggest.
That's awesome.
I just love that. I think that's so badass. If your team wins the tug of war, we just get all the strongmen.
My pick for calorie intake, Brian Shaw, can't be the anchor for America tug of war.
Dude, how badass would that be?
Iceland would have the mountain. They'd have the Hafthor, Thorson, whatever.
Bjornsson, yeah.
Who are you taking? Are you taking America? Who else would have? Russians. I feel like Russians would.
Russia and Iceland and Norway would be tough. There's some big boys up there.
I feel like you could go to like just about any gym in America and pick like the 5 biggest roided out dudes. And be like, you're an Olympian.
We'll be banned like Russia
and be like just fine.
Yeah.
You're an Olympian now. You're on the team. Welcome to the team.
You got to drain that shit out of you real fast. Yeah. But we like where you're starting
Here's some
from.
pickle juice.
Yeah, we got a feed test coming. Oh, I can't believe these all took place. Go look them up on Google. These actually people won medals. It's in family heirlooms as winning a medal in tug of war, or like Joey said, what was your other one? Your first one?
Live pigeon and deer shooting.
Yes, someone has a gold medal somewhere from that, and Chris has one from
some pigeons.
So many animals. Oh my God! Could you imagine how many poor pigeons lost their
and
lives?
some great grandson has a gold medal from Chris shooting
good shot, sir.
rubber
Good
bullets.
Shot. Yes.
At some.
I see. Good shot. Yes. So good honorable mentions.
Yes,
here.
honorable mentions.
The other one is I had tug of war was my other one from the 1900 Paris Olympics. There's two others that were just absolutely hilarious. One that was tested out that didn't make it was poodling. All right, so you were going to
poodling.
It was in Paris, obviously, and it was who could sculpt the best poodle.
Damn.
How did that not make it?
I don't know. And then one that did make it, but then
traditions are dying.
One that shortly stopped was the obstacle race of swimming of 200 meters, where you had to crawl over and dive under things while swimming, and people were about to die. And it was just it was
a safety concern.
It wasn't good. And then my last honorable mention is one that is making its Olympic debut, and it is called breaking. We are for the first time having a break dancing Olympic sport. Break dancing
this year
is an Olympic sport, and it's called breaking, not break dancing. It's called breaking.
How does shit like that get on before?
Yeah, but there's no baseball. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Isn't baseball happening soon? Is it next time?
I think it's the next one. The next one in LA. But they took baseball away, and they took away Greco-Roman wrestling, like the original,
like
Olympic
the classic.
Sport. Like that is what the Olympics is. You know, so it's just I think that and boxing and
the original punching taints and ripping,
and then obviously
chodes.
the marathon things, but the original punch and chodes.
Chris, did you have any honorable mentions? I just had my only one was tandem cycling, obviously.
You're on a double bike, just ripping it up. Have you ever seen cycling at the Olympics?
Yes.
It's the weirdest thing ever because there's like 4 laps where they don't like move, where they're going like as slow as humanly possible, just waiting for someone to go. And then once they start, it's on. And so like they'll wait forever to conserve their energy, and they're going slower than you can walk. Like I can't believe those bikes are standing. And all of a sudden, bam! Then they're going like 70 miles an hour on those inside bikes on that curved track.
On a little loop.
It's bizarre.
But was it tandem?
Tandem
that would be awesome.
Those crashes is what's been insane. Just horrific.
Bedlam. Just
Yeah.
bodies everywhere, wrought iron.
Oh my gosh.
People who were morons but are becoming more intellectual but want to still send in moron takes.
Ooh, moron adjacent.
You're saving yourself. Yeah, you're saving your ass from last time.
No, I mean, it doesn't mean you can still be morons, but
recovering morons.
Everybody, recovering morons. There we go. Listen to the show on all major podcast networks and YouTube. Please follow and rate the show and leave us a review through Apple. And we encourage you to follow the YouTube and Spotify channels. Just push that subscribe button. Also, be a friend. Tell a friend about the podcast. Send out those stickers. Post them all over the place. Wilmington people are looking at you. Post them. Get them out there.
Because you gave them a lot. Remember, you gave
our juice junkie
sent it
community. Cody.
Yes, sir.
Back to you.
All right. No ad this week. We had one We had one. We're on a little cold streak on the selling here, Christopher. So
it'll be all right.
Need to get on that one.
Hey, we might have some legit sponsors coming here soon, my friends.
Let's go. We're going to do.
We've always had legit sponsors. IOC sponsored us.
I'm sorry, Hardbar Khakis. I'm sorry.
Our bank account says otherwise. All right, guys. Stat of the day. We're going to have a few Olympic-centric stats of the day. Had a few here pulled up. Who's the youngest athlete to ever compete in the Olympics?
Well, it's got to be some Chinese or some Russian.
Yeah, I was going to say some Chinese girl that was 9 years old that they said was 18.
So I think I remember
9? Where are you going?
I think I remember this. I think, what is he? It'd be 14, right?
Is this just in the modern era, like in the last like 80 years?
So I'm thinking,
because like all bets are off if we go past that. It's like
I remember a couple of years ago there was this Chinese gymnast that everybody was like, "There's no freaking way that girl is 14 years old," and she dominated. So I'm gonna go 12.
I'll go 10.
Christopher gets it right.
Yo, right on the button.
And it
Let's
wasn't
go,
even
boys.
1896. A Greek gymnast snuck in at age 10.
Wow.
Can you believe it? Can
The
you believe it?
sneaky Greeks.
Yes.
Let me see.
What's the other one
Who's
here?
the youngest modern Olympic?
Probably whatever the youngest.
Yeah, I feel like probably.
possible, right?
Well, I feel like you'd probably be in the ballpark with 12. Like 14 probably was not added in.
No, Tara Lipinski won when she was 14. That was incredible.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, here she is.
Peaking.
There was a 12-year-old in the last Olympics that won silver. She was a Japanese skater, but I guess that's allowed. I didn't think it was, but yeah, I think and there's another 12-year-old in 92. I think 1968 and an 11-year-old. Holy hell!
Wow.
That is incredible.
young,
So
a little young.
1968, I guess we can call modern Olympics. 11 years old would be the youngest.
Jeez.
Yeah, that is something. And then obviously then 10 in 1896. Holy shit!
That's crazy. Only 5 countries have competed in every single Summer Olympics. Can we guess who they are?
Ooh. So when did the first
America.
one? Was 1896? I think was the first major Olympics. All right, so let's go Germany.
Great Britain.
Great Britain, yes. Germany, no.
No, Germany. Wow. Well, I mean, what they were called something else.
Did you give me a yes with America?
You did.
No America.
No.
What'd you say yes to?
okay.
Great Britain.
France.
Great Britain. Okay.
France! Chris is on a roll tonight.
Spain?
Russia slash USSR.
No.
Was that no to both of us? Give me Greece.
Yes, sir. Christopher.
Great
He's
one.
on a roll.
Great one.
2 more. Can you get him?
Let's go Italy.
No.
Really?
I would have
I
guessed Italy
suck
too.
at this. Norway.
Close-ish.
Portugal.
Sweden.
Yeah, or Switzerland.
Switzerland. I said Sweden.
Same thing.
No, it's not even close to the same thing. No, Sweden's a landlocked country in the middle of the Alps.
Oh. Starts with an S, though.
Sorry, Switzerland, not Sweden. Jesus
Last
Christ, we're all
one.
over
We have
the
talked
map
about them
right now.
on this episode, the very last one.
Australia?
Saudi Arabia?
Australia. The damn Aussies.
Australia?
Those
Someone
damn
everyone.
Aussies.
Those damn Aussies. Oh, gosh. And we'll wrap it up with how many people have won 2 gold medals for 2 different countries? How many
Gold
athletes?
medals for 2 different countries? 3.
1.
Split the difference, 2. Nice job.
Oh, well done, boys.
A guy in 1908, Daniel Carroll, he won rugby for Australia.
Oh,
and
of
then,
course.
And rugby in 1920. The guy did 1908 rugby in 1920?
Of course.
This rugby.
Duh.
And then another guy, men's weightlifting champion, and then Greek. Yeah, he was U.S. and Greece for weightlifting. Who would have thunk?
Not me. Not me.
Guys,
boys.
I'm so excited for the Olympics. That's it for our
Let's
show. That's
go,
all.
America.
That's it.
Let's go.
America. Over's 39.5. You fucking bang that over, boys.
They're going to go over, and we got to do
Hit
it.
it.
Put the money down now.
We're going to talk about it so much. Second half of the MLB season. Training camp's getting going. College football is about to start back up. Oh, we are getting out of the dog days of summer, my friends.
You boys,
Love
you
it.
know what the biggest
Go.
trash is? NCAA football is not available on PS4. I might have to buy a PS5 now. Damn it.
Wait,
It sounds
seriously?
like you got to.
It's not. They're not making it for PS4.
Oh, that is some common
That is
shit right there.
That's tough because, like, the whole past week and a half, I've been watching everybody playing it. And I'm like, I want to play that game. And I can't play it because I have to buy a freaking PlayStation 5. And I don't. God,
Go
I know
fund
I'm
me for
gonna-
Joey, everyone.
I
Juice
know I'm going to
Junkies.
do it eventually. I have every single generation of PlayStation. I got all of them. So I know I'm going to get it eventually, but I don't want to do it right now. And they're going to make me freaking do it.
Well,
You got to play.
send Joey money, everyone. We love you to death. Love, love, love. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.